G'day collectors, Sci-Fi back again with another interesting action figure, interesting more ways than one. Here we go, AC/DC Akadaka from Angus Young, the lead guitarist, based on the Highway to Hell album, which was probably one of my favourite, although I do like a lot of the older albums, all the Bon Scott era. Yeah, this is a Neca figure, believe it or not. There we go. 2022, pretty darn interesting in a way. I'll leave the box there and I will show you the figure. So Neca, you always think all moulded plastic, not likely. Look at this, my god. I look like I'm holding a bloody 8-inch Barbie doll. I don't like this much at all, nah. And it's all scruffy and that, yeah. I can replace it, fix it. The head doesn't look too bad. That's the face, that's the head off the Highway to Hell album cover in his school uniform. You all know Angus Young. If you don't know who Angus Young is or AC/DC is, oh, come on guys, get in there. Old, iconic Australian hard rock for sure. Probably the hardest rock, I swear. People would actually call it heavy metal. Does he stand well? Well, I don't know, if I stop bumping the table, he does. Yeah, sort of, that's alright. Anyway, yep, so let's look at him. Got his school tie, school shirt, school blazer, school hat with the horns. You can, if you wish, take that hat off and just have a normal one without the horns on it. Yeah. What do you guys reckon? Highway to Hell, one of the better. Doesn't fit on very well, but that's okay. I'll leave you there, Mr. Young. Yes, so Angus Young. Still going, believe it or not. There you go. A couple of extra hands. He's doing well. We'll talk about all this other history of AC/DC. This head, which looks much better. Yep. That's it. Highway to Hell, released in 1979 or 80, I don't know. There you go. I think that's a Gibson guitar. Is that what he uses? Yeah, pretty sure that's what he... Pretty sure he sponsored. I hope I can get all this stuff on properly. So we'll get it all together. Hopefully it'll stop that jacket billowing. No, I don't like that stuff, and it's weird. Although when I did see, I've seen AC/DC twice back in the 80s with Brian Johnson, not Angus, not Bon Scott, unfortunately. But yeah, I was a kid. I was about 10 years old when he passed away. Again, he went the way of Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix. Yep, had enough of the rock and roll lifestyle basically and just drank himself to death. And hypothermia didn't help either. Alright, what do you know about his... Everyone goes, why did he wear the uniform? So, I don't know, I still remember the first time I saw AC/DC on TV. I would have been about 5 or 6 years of age. Long Way to the Top, a video clip on the TV show, the iconic Australian TV show Countdown. If you have never heard of that, that's alright. And this is before MTV, put it that way, around at the same time. Top of the Pops in the UK had their program. And basically, yeah, they were on the back of a truck going down, I think, Flinders Street in Melbourne. And A Long Way to Top's playing on that riff. I'm like, as a little kid going, wow, this is something. This is not... This is not ABBA. This is, this is something pretty darn cool I can get into. Just the power of it. But then looking at Angus Young, and he's with his uniform, I thought, there's a bloody kid on stage playing the guitar, and this little psycho kid and thrashing his head around, and I thought, wow. Yeah, I just thought at first, because I was as a kid, Jesus, I thought Ace Frehley from Kiss shot laser beams out of his eyes, and how the hell did he do that? I was 5. Anyway, get the picture. So yeah. So why the school uniform? Well, basically, this came from Dave Evans, the original singer, vocalist from AC/DC. They were going to... Malcolm Young, his older brother, was basically the... he was the guy, he was the one who ran the show, basically. He's the one he formed AC/DC. And yeah, they said, all right, we're going to change direction. And, David Bowie's got wearing weird glitter and stuff, and let's all get stuff. One guy dressed up in a gorilla suit. Someone had a big cape, like a big spangly cape. You get the picture, yeah. And Angus Young, because they borrowed these from or rented them from costume shops. Angus Young he didn't have any money, so when he went home and had a look, and guess what? He still had his old Ashfield Boys high school uniform, and he put that on, and that supposedly it changed his attitude on stage. He had a wild boyhood, sort of the way he played and the way he looked, and yeah, he's like a little kid on. Yeah, everyone just went, "Who the hell?" And it actually worked. So when you see those old video clips with the A on the hat, it's not for Angus Young. It's not Angus's. It's just Ashfield Boys High in Sydney, in Burwood. There you go. Bit of information there. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check this out and try and change the head a bit. Wait a second. I'll do it off camera. Probably break something, I reckon. It's Neca. There you go. That's not too bad. I had to use 2 KR stands to get him to stand up, though. That's not on. Like so. And look, he's even got bloody fabric socks. That is bizarre. I will try and move him around a bit. I couldn't get the hand to strum his guitar like that, so I just put him with his finger up. Whatnot. You can probably put him with his 2 fingers up, so he makes like the devil horns, like he does in the on screen on the show. All that sort of stuff. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's a super talented guy. Yep. Don't know if you guys knew. His older brother, George Young, back in the 60s, wrote a song with the Easy Beats. This is going back, called Friday on My Mind. You must know that song. Come on. Monday I got Friday on my mind. Duh. You know that song. If you don't, you're young. Look up old stuff. Old stuff's better. Alright, so there you go. I'm quite happy with it now. It's good, the guitar. It's just, yeah, honestly, I've got so many Neca figures from the movies, from musicians, all my musicians, like, you know, Jim Morrison, Jimmy Page, Freddie Mercury, Kurt Cobain, Ozzy Osbourne, Evan Gunn McFarlane, Metallica, Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie. There's just no fabric on these whatsoever. And also, Angus Young being only a short ass and also a jalopy ass. Can't stand in anything. There we go. That's for now. Yeah, he's going to fall again. I can see it. No, it's not. It's okay. It's just the camera moving. Yeah, it's the camera moving. My gimbal's not the best. Alright, yeah. And he only stands at, 1.65 metres. He's only quite a short guy. But I've never seen any Neca figures with fabric. Have you? Can anyone mention any? Let me know down below. And I've got stuff like from Highlander and them. They've got clothing alright, but it's all moulded plastic. That would work better. Yeah, it's good. Yep, so AC/DC still going along. They've been around. They've seen every other type of music. Everything. They've been from the hard rock era to the disco, come and go. Old punk, come and go. Thrash metal. Kiss, Iron Maiden, they just were in the background. They did their thing. They made their millions. They got their songs out there, didn't they? They're still going to this day. Even though Malcolm Young, his older brother, passed away with dementia, 2017, I believe. Brian Johnson, not the new singer, the singer that's been around the longest now. They're all getting on. Brian Johnson's doing alright, I believe. Yeah, and I think they're going to tour again, or they're going to do something. I don't know what. Yeah, they're still going along, and you hear their songs in movies, on the radio, whatever. Yep, they made another comeback when Iron Man came out back in, what was that, 2006 or something like that. 2004, I forget when Iron Man came out now. Yeah, so what do you think? Yeah, guys, okay. I'm just going to leave him like that, I think, while he's standing up. Alright, guys, maybe another... Oh, yeah, that's right. I got this from AliExpress. $23. But, yeah, the postage said... On the photo, it said... advertised... It was just Angus Young in one of these. And Bon Scott as well. So I was expecting 2 figures to come. I would have been a long-winded talk about Bon Scott and his life and death, but his figure looked really good too. But no, just the one, but $23. That's cheaper than a 375, and Neca goes for God knows how much these days, some of them. Alright, there you go. Long live AC/DC, the kings of hard rock. From good old Australia. Alright guys, all the best. Sci-fi out. And it's a long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. Off to the highway to hell.